Peace family, Hatapu. My name is Trinise, aka Pyramid. You can call me Pyramid. You are tuned into Eternal Sunshine, and we got a zodiac sign reading for the upcoming week. Coming up, we have a new moon in Gemini. We got a new moon in Gemini coming up, and we're just gonna see what messages the divine has for us. What zodiac sign are we rolling with in this one? Let's see. We're gonna dive right on in for this upcoming week and for this Gemini new moon energy. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, we have the Magician out here for you. Are you feeling magical? Are you feeling magical? You feeling magical? You feeling in touch and in tune with your alchemist energy? You feel in touch with your God self? Oh, hold on. We got the Nine of Swords. A little bit of overthinking, a little bit of hyperactiveness. Sagittarius, are you dealing with a little bit of depression? Have you been overthinking? Are you okay, I see what's going on with you. One more, please, before Sagittarius, you are being encouraged to... You're having... Okay. So, I feel, Sagittarius, that things are happening for you pretty rapidly right now, as far as like maybe like your manifestations. There's going to be a lot of your manifestations that are going to be activating at this time, Sagittarius, because Gemini is the sister sign, literally, to you. Your higher self is going to be like supercharged under this new moon in Gemini. It may feel like you're overthinking things, okay? This is like a pre-warning message. It may feel like you're overthinking. It may feel like there's a lot of mental activity going on, and this may be different from you because you're the duality of the sister, the polar sign to Gemini. So Gemini is the one that's used to all of this mental activity, right? You're a fire sign. So, but what you're meant to do is to alchemize this energy to your benefit. So I feel like this is a lot of third eye energy that's going on. So you could literally maybe meditate on some third eye blockages, right? So that you're better able to handle this Gemini energy, so that you're more stable in your manifestations, so that you don't self-sabotage or anything like that. The reason why I was bringing up depression and things of that nature is because this Five of Scarabs is making me feel as though you... Sorry guys, 1 second. All right, sorry guys. The reason why I bring up the Five of Scarabs in the reverse and I say depression is because, well, maybe you guys aren't depressed. Maybe you guys are coming out of a very turbulent energy. Maybe you guys are coming out of a very turbulent time where maybe you were overthinking, right? And this new moon in Gemini energy is kind of like the fog is going to become more clear, okay? And you're going to be receiving support with your manifestations, with connecting to your higher self. and things of that nature. You're being encouraged to let yourself receive. Do not resist any kind of downloads that you may receive at this moment in time. Because the downloads that you receive, the information that you receive, the revelations, right, that you receive, this could also be like you receiving a reading or of some sort, and like whatever you're meant to receive is literally the universe signifying to you that you're coming out of this, like you've weathered the storm. Like, congratulations, you've weathered the storm. You were divinely protected the entire time in which you were weathering and going through some things prior to this. Yeah, with the Four of Ankhs, I feel like you were in a place of, I'm like trying to figure out like what energy is that I feel. But like, I feel like you were in a place of like, just feeling super apathetic. And now that I'm tuning in more to this, I see why you feel like a little bit limited, right? Because of all of these different changes that's going on in the world and society. You know, I don't know, it's like you feel like you're being offered something that you don't want to necessarily like accept. Nine of Swords, what's that? Oh, okay. So you feel like your manifestations wasn't like working, like, you know, which kind of led to you overthinking. Like, is my manifestations working? Am I going to receive that thing? Like, you could have got into like, I don't know, manifestation work and be like, this is stupid. Like, this is not working, like type of thing. But like, no, like Spirit doesn't want you to overthink it. Spirit just didn't want you to be taking like the first thing that you're being offered, if that makes sense. Because sometimes the first thing that we get offered isn't the best thing. It's like applying for a job. And if you apply for 5 of them and 3 of them called you back, you would want to hear from all 3 of them to see what all 3 of them want to offer you. You wouldn't want to just say yes on the first one because maybe the second one was going to offer you way more money than the first one. Or maybe the third one was going to give you more PTO time off. You know, like it just depends. But like sometimes you just want to keep your options open. And that's for your protection. Honestly, it's not that your manifestations wasn't working. It's not that you wasn't being heard. It's that, you know, you were just being protected. Until you came to a true place to really be able to awaken to the version of you that was meant to have whatever this is that you have been wanting. Because you have to be able to nurture the thing that it is that you want, right? It's like people, I don't know, like saying something like a job or something is like the easiest thing I can say. But like, it's like saying like, oh, like you need a job. And like, okay, well, to nurture you praying for that, you will show up to it, right? So that it gives back to you the purpose in which you called out for it. You know, you don't want to be praying for no man, you know, to come into your life, but you know, all the ones that you've been running into, especially according to what Spirit can see, they like, man, this man will give you 50% of what you've been looking for. Next one, 20%. Don't say yes to him. You know, wait. We got somebody that's coming that's finna give you 200, 2,000%. Like, you know, like sometimes we just gotta just wait and just be patient with ourselves as we elevate, as we come out of dark places, as we come out of negative spaces, as we take time to ourselves. You know, that's our protection. You know, we're not being denied. You know, the rejection is not a rejection. The rejection is protection. So it's one of those basic things that you have coming up, and it could be a situation that you're dealing with that's coming back around, that's being shown, being brought to the light with the sun at the top of the deck. But at this moment in time, you're going to finally have an awakening because we have judgment at the bottom there. So you are going to come to some type of epiphany, revelation about some of these manifestations that you've been wanting in your life. Okay, Sagittarius? So I hope this resonates with you. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below about how this resonates with you. And stay tuned for more readings. Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. And I'm out of here. Peace.